It looked like she hadn't eaten in days. And it was horrible to see.
Barbara Schneider's mother, Mary, was among the 38 residents that died during the first wave of the pandemic here at Herron, the privately run seniors residence now named West Island CHSLD in Montreal's Dorval. On Monday, a Quebec coroner is set to begin a public inquiry into what happened to Mary and the others that died here, many alleging neglect.
If I knew what was going on, I would have taken action and steps to take care of my mother. Why should she be left like that? She shouldn't have been, with no food, no water.
Mary Schneider died April 10th at 92 years old, testing positive for COVID just 2 days before that. Her daughter says she didn't have underlying health conditions.
Yes, she walked with a walker, but she was otherwise fine. She could have stayed there for a number of years. There was no reason for her to die the way she did so quickly.
Every time I think my aunt, I think about her lying in bed, lying in excrement and urine and not getting water and not getting meals. I don't know if she was starving to death or what was happening, but we never really got any answers from them.
96-year-old Jean Allo died at Herron April 8th. Her close family in Alberta, who says Jean was more than just an aunt, still don't have closure.
There's no moving forward, we don't have a cause of death. It just says, see medical records. We haven't been able to have a service for her, to celebrate her life, to bury her.
Barbara Schneider launched a $2 million class action lawsuit against the former owners of the residence Catassa Group on behalf of all residents affected. And there are several investigations into Herron underway, including a criminal one, many asking why the private residence was chronically understaffed and personnel abandoned their posts at the start of the pandemic, causing public health to place the residence under trusteeship.
There's so many things that I'd like answers for, but, are we going to get the answers? Hopefully.
On Monday, just a week after Quebec surpassed the grim 10,000 deaths during the pandemic, a coroner's inquiry will begin, with a series of traveling public hearings looking at a wave of deaths in long-term care homes between March 12th and May 1st, 2020. The process expected to last several months.
What's happened across nursing homes can't be undone. But I think, if anything, the families of relatives who died in this want, I think, more than anything, we can't help our relatives anymore. Just this can never be allowed to happen again.
Unfortunately, my mom didn't have her family with her. And that's, like I said, that'll sit with me forever. And that's, nobody should die without dignity. And I think the people who did die at Herron had no dignity.
In Montreal, Alyssia Rubertucci, City News.